yes on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all of these people's lives over the course of time. And I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula bore formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Do you think that worked?
I do think that worked, Andrea Cattaneo and everyone. And let's introduce the heart-centered, growth-minded individuals here today for the Massive Impact Leaders Heart of Influence. And first, coming from New York, founder and CEO of a global women's empowerment movement, launched at the UN, now active in 140 countries, 110 universities, trailblazing entrepreneur, investor, best-selling author with 10 books, 3 Guinness Book World Records, and a focus on women's animal advocacy, international speaker who inspires audiences worldwide and serves on boards advancing social innovation. Woo! Let's welcome to the show, Wendy Diamond. Wendy, that is quite the impact that you have made. And as Andrea shared in the green room, this is your opportunity to share a fun fact, a headline fun fact, not a story, and something that you're proud of, something cool that you've done, but Wendy, something that would make us go, Wendy, no way. So, Indy, what is your fun fact?
I think the fun fact is, what you see today, when I learned that 12 million animals were euthanized a year, I created the first media company to bring celebrities and pop culture to the animal rescue world. And now that number's down to 2 million, and it's based on everything we created in the world at that time. And I think that's probably one of the most important things that I'm very proud of. And we just sold a rom-com called Meet the Right Breed that is based on my book, How to Understand Men Through Their Dogs, that goes through that whole journey.
I love that, Wendy, as an animal owner and lover.
Animal parent, dog parent.
I'm definitely, I am a Doberman mom.
Animals.
Yes, I am a proud Doberman mom, for sure, Wendy. And on behalf of all of us pet parents, thank you for what you do in the world. And are you ready to have some fun today?
Always.
Let's do it. Rolling with Wendy, coming from Greensboro, Georgia, empathy-driven finance leader in public and private sectors, mentoring CFOs globally with transparency, heart, and principled leadership. Visionary CEO advancing AI-powered cybersecurity, driving innovation at the intersection of cybersecurity, AI, and ethical tech. catalyst for reducing suffering through technology, using advanced tools to uplift humanity and champion compassion and safety worldwide. Let's welcome to the show the lucky Mark Lucky.
Thank you.
Mr. Lucky, just because I like your last name, Mr. Lucky, what is your fun fact?
Well, besides being born lucky, that's a bad one, I know. I was a competitive swimmer and a lifeguard, which most people don't know because I'm so woefully out of shape today. But back in the day, I was a swimmer. So,
A swimmer. And Mark, as a swimmer, has it ever crossed your mind to swim the Alcatraz swim?
No, that water's way too cold for me. No thanks.
One of our co-founders, Nicole Maiello, has done, and she's like all of 95 pounds, has done that incredible swim, and I wouldn't do it either. Mark.
I grew up on the West Coast in Santa Barbara, and I used to do these mini triathlons. The Bud Light, they had a Bud Light series back in the day, and it would include an ocean swim. And even in the hottest part of summer, the Pacific Ocean's still cold. It's like 65 degrees. It's just way too cold for me, even then. So
fair enough. Well, Mark, welcome. And are you ready to have some fun on the Heart of Influence today?
You bet. You bet.
All right, let's do it. Next up, from the great state of Pennsylvania, legendary litigator and national leader in elder law and injury cases, setting standards for advocacy ethics with over 50 years of excellence, heart-centered mentor, community pillar, shaping hundreds of attorneys and influencing policy while building a lasting family legacy, relentless innovator, pioneering AI and legal tech to expand access to justice and empower advocacy across generations. Let's welcome to the show, Bob Snyder.
Thank you for those kind words.
Well, thank you.
I don't know that I'm deserving of them all, but I'll accept them gracefully.
Absolutely. And Bob, you shared a lot with us in the green room that's pretty fascinating about your life. But what is the fun fact that you would like to highlight here and right now?
When I was 16 years old, I was running through the backyard of somebody's house, and a police officer fired at me 6 times. And only God and a tree or two allowed me to survive that experience.
Wow.
And I got away.
And you, so that is, and he got away. He's what he wants us to know. He outran the cop and the 6 bullets. That is impressive, Bob. And I
spent a few weeks in a juvenile facility because I happened to be 17 instead of 18 when that episode occurred. And when I came in front of the judge and he spoke to my attorney.
So Bob, I'm so sorry. We don't have time for like full stories. But you're so fascinating. I feel like I could spend hours with you, like just hearing your life story. But unfortunately, we don't have time for that today. But what I am hearing about you is you can outrun bullets. You can outrun cops. I don't know that today's show is going to be quite that dangerous or quite that fun, but are you up for some fun today?
I am a grateful man, open for fun.
Grateful man, open for fun. Bob, I'm so happy that you're here with us, and hopefully someday I can sit down with you and talk for hours, because I feel like your story is better than the audiobook that I'm currently listening to on Audible, but we'll have to save that for a different day. And welcome, Bob, to the Heart of Influence.
Thanks.
And rolling with this wild man, coming also from the great state of Pennsylvania, university program chair and visionary leader, Dr. Wolf refuses research, faculty leadership, partnership to advocate advanced speech language pathology, nationally respected PhD, and licensed clinician, translating cutting-edge autism and language research into real-world breakthroughs, growth-driven mentor and creative spirit, bringing heart to every student, program, and project on campus, in clinics, and beyond. Let's welcome to the show, Dr. Rachel Wolf.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Doc, how would you like for us to refer to you? Dr. Wolf, Just Rachel. All right. Welcome, Rachel, to the Heart of Influence. And Rachel, what is your fun fact?
Okay, well, my fun fact is that I'm not pretentious at all. I actually like to be, I would like to have been a hula hoop dancer at a Grateful Dead concert. Like, my house is called the Dead Zone. So I have every Rolling Stone original cover and hundreds of pictures of Jerry Garcia and the Dead hanging on my walls. So if anyone wants to come and see my museum.
That is a super fun fact, Rachel. And if we have time at the end of the show, we might ask you to break out hula hoop.
You can see a little behind me.
Yes, and show us your show. So thank you, Rachel. And are you ready to have some fun on the Heart of Influence today?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Rolling with Rachel, coming from Newark, New Jersey, executive producer and mentor, shaping careers of top media professionals, driving acclaimed programs and projects, internationally recognized for technical mastery in forensic media and film, trusted for integrity and leadership on complex assignments, respected connector, creative thought leader, brings strong relationship capital and vision, widely known as the king maker in the industry circles. Let's welcome to the show, Eddie Colonia.
Thank you very much, everybody. Yeah, that's an introduction. I'd love to meet that person in real life.
Eddie, I have a feeling you have some stories, my friend, but you're going to have to limit it to one fun fact for us today.
Well, I was fortunate enough to do forensic work for the defense team of O.J. Simpson.
Whoa.
And I have a lot of stories to go with that, but we'll leave that for some other time.
I'm sure we do. I'm feeling like, we should just sit down for story time with Bob and Eddie after the show. And
some vino.
And some vino. And we could hear a lot of incredible stories. Well, Eddie, thank you and welcome to the Heart of Influence. And are you ready to have some fun?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Rolling from Melbourne, Florida, not to be confused with Melbourne, Australia, inventor.
Melbourne in Australia.
What's that? Melbourne.
In Australia,
yes,
right. Melbourne.
Yes, you are absolutely right. Melbourne, investor and entrepreneur known for launching innovative products and achieve over 1,500 units sold following national television exposure. First major TV appearance resulted in nearly 4,000 units sold in minutes, leading to dozens of additional network features. Accomplished boomerpreneur, public speaker, and strong supporter of charitable organizations, including major animal health and humanitarian causes. Let's welcome to the show, Janine Newell. Hello, Janine. Welcome to the. Now I see on the screen it says Jean, and on my sheet it says Janine. So I just want to make sure what is the correct name. Jean, it is Jean. Okay, my apologies. All right. I'll get that corrected on the sheet. Welcome, Jean, to the Heart of Influence. And Jean, what is your fun fact?
My fun fact is how I lost my cell phone, but turned it into $1 million opportunity.
All right, what is the byline to the headline, Jean?
Well, the fine line is, you sometimes can take an idea, or maybe it's a negative thing that's happened to you, and turn it around and make it better by inventing a product that will solve that problem, so you don't have to experience it again. So in my case, I was always losing my cell phone, so I came up with an idea of something you could wear to keep your high-tech products in it, so you could not put it down and walk away from it in the office and have to borrow someone else's cell phone to call your own to find it.
I love it. It seems like Andrea might have one of those devices attached to her right now. Jean, that is extraordinary. And are you ready to have some fun on the Heart of Influence?
I sure am.
Let's do it. This is a fun group today. And I'm going to introduce the woman who brought you all here together. From Nutley, New Jersey, the deal attorney, having led over 200 capital market transactions in the past 25 years. She started when she was 30, taking companies public in the 7 different ways to do so. 2 years out of law school, built a $1 million solo practice from her basement as a single mom with 2 young daughters, proudly serving for over a decade on the board of National Investment Banking Association, helping companies get connected to thousands of members and funding sources, executive producer of The Heart of Influence, general counsel, and chief ecosystem officer at Caligate Law. Let's welcome the one, the only Andrea Catania! Andrea, hello. I know you have a plethora of fun facts today, and which one are you going to bless us with today?
Well, since we have animal lovers, I have to share that my 32-year-old, sadly recently deceased bird cockatiel named Mickey, I think Eddie might remember from a really long time ago, sang 5 distinct songs and recognized my daughters from ages 3 and 7 all the way to 32 and 35. When they walked in a room, he would speak their name, he would sing their song. I kid you not.
Wow, that is so incredible, Andrea. I didn't know that you had a recent passing with the bird. I'm so sorry to hear that. That is
Thank you.
Definitely.
He was part of the family, and that means a lot that you
Yes.
said that. We loved him very much.
I bet you did. And I'm so sorry for your loss. And in memory of the cockatoo, are you ready to have some fun today?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, I'll introduce myself since my co-host is not here today. As I mentioned, my name is Bella Verita, and I've co-hosted more than 1,800 episodes, more than 8,000 guests of this show. And I started selling at 8 years old on my parents' front lawn and translated that into network marketing and was introduced to a network marketing company at 18. By the time I was 19 years old, I was a top income earner in that company. And then when that company shut down, I went into commercial real estate in Las Vegas, Nevada, where I was the #1 business broker, first woman ever, and the youngest woman ever to ever hold that title, and translated that into working here at Unblinded, training sales professionals. I've worked with most major casinos in Las Vegas. And in 2023, I'll actually share my fun fact for today. In 2023, I had a battle with cancer, and this August will be my 2-year birthday of being cancer-free. So I am so honored and blessed to be here with you all today, and I am definitely ready to have some fun with you guys.
Wendy would say.
Let's do it. So now we've made some introductions, and now we're going to get down to business, because we like to say all business is built on the ability to cause yes. And that's what we're doing here today. We're just having some fun. We're playing some games because Plato said, play a game with me for an hour, and we will learn more about each other than if we spoke for a year. And so Wendy, Mark, you both have the opportunity to go from hello to yes with Andrea. She will be anyone that you want her to be. She could be an ideal client, a philanthropic partner, someone that you want to get a yes from to join your organization, or maybe give you millions of dollars, or anywhere in between. She will be anyone that you want, that you would like her to be, that you would like to seek a yes from. And so, Andrea, which one of our participants are we going to start with today?
Let's start with Mark. He's feeling lucky today.
He is feeling lucky. So, Mark, who would you like Andrea to be? Oh, and I'd like to say this isn't like Wolf of Wall Street meets Boiler Room. This simply could just be a yes for a longer meaning to go to that next step. So, Mark, who would you like Andrea to be?
I think I need her to be a technology investor.
A technology investor. She looks like she's in a tech room. She's
Right.
got some money burning in her pocket.
There you
Andrea,
go.
take us in.
I can do it. Hello, this is Andrea.
Hello, Andrea. Nice to meet you. I'd like to tell you some things about my company, but also what I think is fun about our company, which is the really cutting edge, cool things that we're doing around the world.
Oh, okay. You know, I do have about 3 minutes. I'm just about to get ready for a meeting. So you caught me at a good time. So what was your name, Mark?
Mark, yes. I'll keep it brief. So we are doing cutting edge things in technology around cybersecurity and artificial intelligence. We've created a platform that's proprietary that solves a lot of problems in the world around data analytics. And the other cool thing about, first of all, I'm always the dumbest guy in the room. I work with the most brilliant people in the world, I think, in the technology field. And we're doing things in South America and Central America and West Africa, as well as in the United States. And we're really making a difference in the world through the deployment of our technology to help solve some real big problems in some of these developing countries. So you add it all up, it's a great investment opportunity, but it's also a really cutting edge and exciting things for us to be doing.
I'm curious because, you know, as a technology investor, I'm wondering, is your technology unique? Is it protected? Do you have a lot of competition? What can you tell me about that?
Well, so we do some things that are absolutely unique. What I'll tell you is we have developed proprietary capabilities. And, you know, it's that trade-off between going out and trying to patent your technology or keeping it a trade secret. And so today, because the way AI works, it's relatively easy to develop an application from scratch using AI if you wanted to copy somebody's capabilities. And so rather than patent what we do and how we do it, we're opting to keep things as a trade secret right now.
Understood. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hello? No, I'm sorry, Elon. I can't talk right now. I'm in the middle of a conversation. Yes, I'm sure that's great technology. We'll talk later. Thanks. Bye. So sorry. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
So please continue. This sounds very interesting. I'm just know that I don't have a whole lot of time left. What do you think the next steps ought to be? Mark, have I lost you? You seem to have frozen.
Dum, dum, dum.
Yes, let's all sing the song, the Jeopardy song. Mark has frozen. No, Mark, it sounds like we can hear you. Go
Up
ahead.
on me, Andrea. I don't know if you can hear me or not.
I can hear you. I can hear you. I'm hoping you can hear me. So what would you like the next steps to be, Mark?
Now I need more.
I think if Mark could
Sorry,
fix
my
technology, it's
computer
so
problems.
fascinating. We've lost you, Mark. It's
So,
so
I'm sorry,
fascinating to me in today's world that like technology can still cut out. So we will get back to our feedbackers in a moment. Andrea, love the call from Elon Musk in the middle of that, but we will get back to our feedbackers. Do we have you, Mark? Let's see if he has anything final. All right, we'll come back to Mark in a moment. But Wendy, who would you like Andrea to be?
Oh my gosh. Let's see. Eek. Andrea, why don't you
That's the worst.
What? Oh, is he back? I would like Andrea to be Angelina Jolie.
Ooh, Angelina Jolie. And Mark, I see we have you back. We will come back to you in just a moment to see if you have any final remarks. But Andrea, are you ready to take on Angelina Jolie? I think with the 1,000 push-ups you do a day, I think if you both were in like one of those combat movies, I think you could take her on. But Andrea, take us in.
Hello, it's Angelina.
Hey, Angelina, how are you? I'm so excited to reconnect with you. First off, I want to say I just loved meeting you with my friend Claude. And listen, as I kind of mentioned, I would love for you to join us at the United Nations on November 14th to celebrate Women's Entrepreneurship Day. As I mentioned, we started this day in 2013 when nobody was really talking about women entrepreneurs or women in business. We're recognized in 100 countries, and we're going to have incarcerated women that we fund that went through our entrepreneurship program. That is 84% successful, our entrepreneurship program, because the fact is they don't go back to prison when they go through it in prison. They go out, they actually have the skills to go out and get a job or start their own little business. And as taxpayers, we pay $100,000 a year for them to be in prison. And this program only costs $2,000. We're also going to have all these beautiful disabled girls from the Queen's School that we support in this entrepreneur arts education program. And so we have about 5 unicorn women founders coming. We have Gloria Allred. We have some of the most successful women entrepreneurs in the entire world.
Goosebumps, Wendy, and it takes a lot to give me goosebumps.
Oh, well, you know, this is like the greatest thing, because what we do is we bring the most successful women that still have empathy like you. you know? And I really believe if you come and join us at the United Nations, you will have the best time in your life, but you will leave there with the greatest connections to support the endeavors you're working on, but also support our mission to help disadvantaged and impoverished women start their entrepreneurial journeys.
You know, I gotta say, I love your energy. I'm so busy, and I'm really glad that I made the time to take this call, because you may remember, I don't know, probably 25 years ago, when I made a major donation to help an impoverished country, and people thought it was unusual for someone at that earlier stage in my career. And my response, and I'll say it again, I could either go buy an expensive car for a couple $100,000, I mean, literally, or spend a few dollars, which is really not that much for me, to make a real difference. And what you're talking about is about impact. I love what you're saying. I'd like to learn more about these women who really deserve a second chance, man. I mean, that's really something. So, like, what are you thinking? Are you thinking of having a gala? Is this just one day at the UN? Like, tell me a little bit more about.
It's actually our official day. So official day proclaimed is on November 19th, officially Women's Entrepreneurship Day. And I don't know if you remember, but like, you know, 25 years ago, you actually were volunteering for my friend's foundation in Cambodia for mines. And I'll never forget when you left the dinner, I said, oh my God, you're so lucky to have her. And my friend reminded me that you didn't even allow her and the foundation to pay for your trip to Cambodia. You actually paid for it yourself. So what we're doing actually aligns 100% with what you're doing. And it's a full day at the United Nations. We have all these amazing panels, everything about, you know, whether it's, you know, about how to create social media, whether you're a woman entrepreneur to learn that, whether you need to learn about AI with the most successful AI experts in the world. We have Rachel Drury, who just sold her company for $1 billion to Shabani Daily Harvest. We have Molly He, who created Element Biosciences, it's 11.
Wendy, I'm in.
Now.
I'm in.
And I think personally, I think, you know, you're gonna thank me at the end. I promise.
I'm already, and it's not that common for me to be this excited, but I'm in. Thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for remembering my prior involvement. I didn't do it for accolades. I did it because I really care, and looking forward to this event, Wendy. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful. Great job, Wendy. We'll get to the feedbackers in just a moment. Mark, welcome back. Anything final you would like to share from your Hello to Yes? And then we actually have a little bit of extra time. And so if anybody else would like to jump into that role play seat with Andrea, we do have Leah, our AI technology, our ACT-I, who gives feedback on your Hello to Yes based on the influence mastery formula that Sean created, 4 steps, 4 energies, 12 indispensable elements, because he is only one of 2 attorneys that has 2 top 100 national jury verdicts. And the only one that's blind, actually New Jersey's most influential attorney, that he created this formula. So if anybody else would like to role play with Andrea, you will have that opportunity. But Mark, anything final you would like to share from your, and wrapping up your conversation with Andrea?
I don't know where we left off, but I will just say that I think that we're seeing a paradigm shift in the world of technology that's going to affect all of us at some point in what's happening in artificial intelligence. And we're embracing that and deploying that in everything we do in our business. And it's making a big difference for all of us. And so stay tuned. We're about to do some really great things.
I look forward to spending some more time with you, Mark. Maybe we can schedule something for next week towards the end of the week. How does that sound?
That would be fantastic. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Mark. Would anybody else like to jump into the role play seat with with Andrea before we get to feedback? They're like, nope, we're scared. Eddie, are you sure? I feel like you're on the edge.
No, I'm good. I'm actually in the zone. I'm paying attention here.
Okay, awesome. Well, then we'll get to our feedbackers, otherwise known as judges. Judges, this is the time in the show that we get to give back in the form of feedback. So it's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for either Wendy or Mark something that they did great, something that they could do to improve, and then what is one word on how they left you feeling and what like you would want your next step to be. So let's kick it off with Eddie, since Eddie is in the zone. And Eddie, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Wendy, please?
Sure. Well, I loved her background knowledge of Angelina Jolie was really impressive, and the fact that that was amazing. I mean, you knew so many facts, and you were able to convince her to come. That is amazing. You were really positive, energetic, and at the same time, you were not pedantic. You were humble at the same time, not ass kissing to a superstar. That's it.
Yeah. And Eddie, what is the one word on how Wendy left you feeling?
Humble.
Humble. Oh, I love it. Thank you for that, Eddie. And let's go, Rachel. Rachel, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Mark?
Well, I think that you're bringing up a really important topic. So, like, you did a great job demonstrating a need, and I think that is really important, is to show the influence that you're going to have. I think that I'm kind of in between whether you said that everyone else was the smartest person, that you weren't, because I am a little bit of a person to always make everybody else shine, but sometimes I think I should just really be the one that celebrates myself as strong as well. But I think that you have a great you sold what the importance of what you're working on, and I think that was a great way to try to influence someone to want to support that, because you gave enough evidence to justify what you're interested in pursuing. And so I think it was informative. That's the word I'm going to give you.
Ooh, informative. Thank you, Rachel. And let's go, Jean. Jean, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Wendy?
Your dog.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
my dog
Wendy.
just came up. Sorry.
I liked her enthusiasm, and her smile says it all. I think you can win people over a lot faster when you seem to be open to them and being friendly. And I know that probably sounds like a very minor thing, but I think it's very important when you're trying to express what you're all about and be able to make that eye contact and be able to smile and be able to pull them into your excitement.
Oh, Jean, that is beautiful. Thank you so much. And what's the one word that Wendy left you feeling?
Encouraged.
Encouraged. Beautiful. And let's go, Mr. Bob. Bob, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Mark, please?
I think that Mark overcame the technical problems that he had during his presentation. He was direct and informative, and as he raised some curiosity on the part of Andrea initially, he developed it to the extent that she was sold, that she needed to hear more and know more about what's going on in this area of technology that Mark has taken a leading role in with his company. And I know that as a listener, I felt that he had a lot more to say, and I would have loved to have heard a little more of it but for the grace of God and the technical interference we had. I didn't get that. Okay. And Wendy was overwhelmingly good, but everybody goes for different approaches. It's still just like when I'm talking to a jury. You can't talk to all 12 of them the same way.
So true. And what's your one word for Mark? What's one word that is the impression that you felt or that captures it?
Mark has me at the point of curiously enthusiastic.
Nice.
Beautiful. Love it. Thank you for that, Bob. And before Andrea has the honor and privilege of putting me on the hot seat, as I usually get to do to my co-host, is I'm going to share Leia's feedback, our actualized intelligence. As I mentioned, that has been trained in the unblinded formula, gives exceptional feedback. So we'll start with Mark and what Leah has to say. You strode in with approachable warmth, sprinkling credibility and global vision in your invitation. The dumbest guy in the room line radiated with humility and magnetic authenticity. You dance between innovation, impact, and painting your tech not as an investment, but a world changer. Yet a touch of static slipped through and the path to yes was blurred as the key agreements and investor pain points were largely uncharted and energy fizzled with an abrupt freeze. Next time you could ground in the future with a question or two that lets Andrea's curiosity light up the map. With that, let's teleport this dialogue to our next digital explorer and maybe have better Wi-Fi. Score is 105 or 104 out of 130. Leah can be quite funny sometimes.
Gotta love Leah. She's hilarious. And
She is
smart.
very funny. And then for Wendy, you burst forth with heart on fire energy, weaving purpose, gratitude, and impact into every word. The United Nations invitation sparkled with global possibility and reverence for Angelina's history. Your vivid storytelling, statistics, and tailored praise cast a golden net, belonging, and legacy, creating a yes that felt both inevitable and earned. A whisper of crescendo rushed the finale, a question or pause for Angelina's dreams may have let her shine even brighter in the story. Imagine if you let her heart echo just a moment before sealing the bond. With that, let's pass the influence tiara to our next queen of connection, and may their cause light up the world. 127 out of 130. Great job, Wendy. Great job, Mark. And now, Andrea, you get the honor and the privilege of putting yours truly on the hot seat. And what do you think this audience would like to see me do go from Hello TS?
Well, I think I'm compelled to go either with a technology or an animal theme. So by a quick show of hands, who wants an animal theme? Real quick. All right, I think, how many do I see? 3? Do I have a majority of animal theme?
They both
Okay,
sound good.
animal theme. Thinking, Bella, you're going to play Wendy.
Okay.
Trying to convince, you're going to be Wendy, and you're going to be trying to go from hello to yes with Elon Musk, who doesn't care for animals, germs, dogs. Played by Rachel. Rachel, are you up to being Elon Musk? And you are going to try to convince him to make a sizable contribution to a cause that's going to help wayward dogs that have been lost, forlorn, and need adoption. And you're looking to raise $20 million. And God knows he has it. So are you up for it, Rachel, to play the animal disliking Elon? Definitely not your personality, but how much fun is this? And Bella, are you up for this role play?
I am definitely up for this because for 2 years, I kept getting a no on an office dog. And we now have a Doberman and a Rottweiler in the office. So this is a zone of genius for me, for sure. So I am up for this. Rachel, are you up for this?
I think so.
Okay.
Well, it's gonna be hard for me. I'm not really good at not being in my zone.
Sound just like him.
Like an animal lover, but I'll try.
Beautiful, awesome. Ring ring, is Elon there?
Hi, this is Elon.
Hi, Elon. This is Bella Verita. Your team set up a call for us, and do you prefer Elon or do you prefer Mr. Musk? How do you prefer I refer to you?
You can refer to me as Elon.
Elon. Well,
I don't know.
Thank you.
I'm going in my head, the Rachel mode, but yeah.
Well, thank you so much for taking this call. I know you're an extremely busy man. You've got a lot on your plate right now and doing a lot of different things in the world. So thank you so much for this time. And I promise I will keep it short. But obviously, your team thought there was something for us to meet about. And let me ask you, Elon, what made you accept this call onto your calendar?
because I saw that there was an interesting idea and I wanted to hear more about it. So give it your best shot. Let me hear what you have to offer.
Well, thank you very much. And Elon, let me ask you, you're not quite known for being an animal lover. They're not kind of your things. The germs is not something you like having around. You're not into like having pets around. And why is that? Has that always been the case for you, or did something happen along the way and you just decided you didn't want animals, or what's that story about for you?
Just never been my focus. Not my,
Never.
not an interest, not into the that's the I'm more of a business man, uh not really into the caretaking side of all of it.
I can definitely understand that for sure. And when it comes to, and you've definitely done some incredible things in the business space for sure. And I know, kind of in the recent years, especially this year, there's been a lot of controversy that has come your way, and you've kind of taken some political hits. How does that affect you? How does that affect you personally? How does that affect your emotions and what you're doing in business?
Well, it's made me have to focus on that and figure out that caring side of everything, and that business does have an impact on people. So hearing some of the impact stories is really important to make that connection and make it not just about the business, but also how it impacts other people.
So I'm hearing there's starting to become more awareness, and people may be wanting to see your heart, and you're becoming more aware of that and how that impacts business. Is that what I'm hearing?
That's what I think is what I'm seeing is that there is some need to also have a personal connection with people. It's not just, you cannot just be about business if you really want to be effective or have an impactful.
And I definitely know that you are a man of impact for sure. And you couldn't be more right. In today's world, it is definitely a human to human interaction, a human to human world. And Elon, let me ask you this. So it sounds like that you are coming into this space, making more of a difference in the world, making more of a heart connection. And even though I know that, pets and animals aren't necessarily your thing, would you agree that as a nation overall, that there are a lot of pet lovers in the world, and there is a huge impact that pet lovers have in our world? Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. I think that if you look at the numbers there, the number of people that have them and they make them important in their life, it obviously is an important part of people's world. So
yes, most definitely. So let me ask you this. If I had an unconventional way, because I did promise that I wouldn't take up too much of your time today, but if I did have an unconventional way for you to shine in the light of America as a heart-centered pet supporter, maybe not having a pet of your own, but really supporting pet foundations to really show the nation your heart, is that something that you would be interested in having a longer conversation about?
sure, I would like to, I would be willing to meet about that and continue to consider that as an important opportunity.
Beautiful. Well, Elon, thank you for that. And I know we're out of time today, but I will reach out to your team again and we'll get that longer conversation scheduled on the calendar.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Great job, Rachel. And how was that for you?
Very uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable. Well, you did
I am not an actress. I'm a fly by the seat of my pants kind of guy. Yeah. But I'm not good at acting other than me.
Well, you did a phenomenal job, Rachel. And how was your overall experience on the Heart of Influence?
Oh, it's wonderful. I love hearing about people who've had an impact. And I think that it's great to hear what everyone's doing, and just that the ambition and the passion behind everybody's success in whatever they've done. So I love it.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for being here, Rachel. And I'm going to go over to Eddie. Eddie, how did I do in going from hello to yes with Elon Musk?
You were phenomenal. It worked out really well. But I have to tell you that the answers that Rachel gave was awesome because just like Elon thinks out loud. There is no filter. So as you were processing your answers, Rachel, you were thinking out loud. You know, I'm glad you didn't talk about Bob Iger, but you were really good.
Thank you.
That is awesome. Well, thank you, Eddie. And Eddie, how was your time with us today on the Heart of Influence?
È stato un piacere, veramente, sono molto contento di star qua.
What he said. What he said.
Very happy
That
to be
means awesome
here.
in
Loved
Italian.
it. Very happy to be here. Loved it.
Awesome. Thank you, Eddie, so much for being here. And let's go, Jean. Jean, thank you for being here. Phenomenal job in the feedbacker seat. And how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
Oh, it was great. I love being able to share ideas and hear everybody else's involvement and enthusiasm. It just, it's like we feed off of each other. I love it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here, Jean. And let's go, Mr. Bob Snyder. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing all of your adventurous stories with us. And how was your time overall on the Heart of Influence?
I'd say I'd give it a 90, and it could have been 100 had I not been a little gun shy. It's like you're at home with the group, having spent the time. I look forward to interacting with Andrea in a play next time out.
Love it. Thank you, Bob,
That's
so much for being here. And we'll wrap it up with our participants. Mark, great job in the participant seat. Great scores from Leah. And how was your time overall on the Heart of Influence?
I gotta tell you, my face hurts from smiling too much. It hurts. I didn't know what I was getting myself into here, but it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
Awesome. Well, Mark, it was fantastic to have you as well. And a great job in the participant seat. Look forward to continuing the relationship. And Miss Wendy Diamond, thank you so much for being here. And how was your experience overall on the Heart of Influence?
Such an honor to meet everyone. Thank you so much. And always open and happy to be and participate in anything like this because I love meeting new people. And it's such an honor to meet everyone on this platform as well. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Wendy. And Andrea, before we get to your final, I do want to let everybody know in the chat, the team is going to put some gifts for you. And these are our thank you gifts for being on the show. We have an invitation to our huddles on Wednesday, and everybody has been invited to have a business acceleration session. I would definitely take the team up on that. If you thought this was fun, definitely check out everything else that we have been up to in the AI space. And we promise on the business acceleration session what you will take away. And team, if we can just get those. Oh, there they are. I was in the wrong thing. And then we also have our group influence. So if the feedback from Leah was intriguing, definitely download the group influence book. That formula is in that book. And it is about continuing the relationships. The reason that we give these gifts away, the reason that we offer the huddle and the things to do more is because we want to help you curate the relationships that you're started here today and how you could do more together. So Andrea, your final.
Well, you started this early on in the virtual green room by saying all business is built on relationships. And where do relationships of a business and a personal nature begin? It's always with some type of shared experience. And this show that I was invited to 4 years ago is the most, in my humble opinion, and in the opinions of many, the most efficient way to have a shared experience in a consolidated amount of time where you can meaningfully get to know people and have some fun and make connections that could lead to furthering the discussion and maybe even doing something together where you both benefit and have ecosystems merge so that 1 + 1 could equal millions of points of impact. Yes. So over to you, Bella, and thank you all for coming.
Yes, thank you all for being here today. And we like to end every show by saying, you know, we are all blind to the opportunities and the acceleration right in front of us. We are all blind and just learning to see. Thank you all for being here and look forward to seeing you again soon. Have a blessed day.